Alright guys, this is Rachel from 7 and All. I am a homeschooling mom to 3, and today's video is going to be a little bit different than my usual content because this is going to be a declutter my closet with me video and kind of just a chatty, retrospective discussion of clothing. Normally I'm here nerding out about homeschool stuff, but here I guess I'm going to be nerding out about getting dressed, which is something that we all have to do every day. And it can be something that can cause actually a lot of angst in a mom's life. I don't know, this is definitely different from my normal content. I'm not gonna be decluttering dresses every week. But I hope that this is something that can maybe inspire you or challenge you or get you thinking intentionally about how satisfied you are with your own closet and with your own process of decision making and how you get dressed every day. Because here's what happened for me. Basically, I just had a day where I'm like, I have had enough. I've had enough of going to my closet and having to dig through so many things that I can't wear or that I just don't wear to try to find something that I can wear and get dressed in and feel reasonably good in today. I have 3 little boys, so I've spent a good chunk of recent years of my life either pregnant or nursing, which can, as we all know, really put a damper on your style. So I know that that's just a season of life, and so you shouldn't necessarily get rid of clothes just because, oh, I can't wear it while I'm nursing, it's not accessible. You can't just get rid of clothes just for that reason, because even if it's a long season, it is just a season, but still there might come a time when it's time to say, you know, really, this is not serving me anymore, this is not fitting my lifestyle, or it's just not fitting me and my style anymore, and it's time to let it go. Even if you have emotions tied to it and memories tied to it. So today we are specifically going through dresses because that was the main, what should I say, casualty of my wardrobe rage declutter. So we're going to be going through dresses. I'll do a little bit of chatting through the memories. How did the dress get here? Why is it going? What is influencing my decision making? And I'm also going to talk about a little bit about what can we do when we get rid of clothes, because I think we all feel we don't want to be wasteful, and it can feel like a waste to get rid of something. We don't want to be contributing to more waste, more consumerism, but how can we also just have clothes that serve us? Here lies the tension, right? So let's get started. First up, first one to go is this, which, you see it right here. It's a short lace dress, roughly knee length. It's quite beautiful. Nice little keyhole, bigger than a keyhole, but kind of an open back, pro buttons. This is cute. I feel like it looks really cute on the hanger. This was actually passed down to me by my sister. By the way, I have a lot of sisters and we have frequently passed dresses between each other. If a dress doesn't work for one of us, it will probably work for somebody else. So that's a lot of what we do with dresses. But this was passed down to me by my sister probably about 7-8 years ago, and I haven't been able to wear it much of that time because of my own season of growing my family. And when I have worn it, I feel like this is a dress that just looks better on the hanger than it does on me. The cut is a little weird. The waist is high. I feel like it's just not that flattering. And at this point, the fabric is very discolored. So I'm gonna pass it to my little sister. She's a little shorter than me. I'm wondering if it might flatter her better or not. I do think we might be able to fix the discolored fabric with some soaking, stain treatment. That's something that just tends to happen here in our humid climate, is that any light clothes will get discolored. That probably is fixable, but I've decided that although it is a pretty dress, it is not pretty on me. So that one's a no. Next up is this little number, butterfly black and white print. Got some cute little buttons. Adorable dress here. I've had this for a long time. Maybe since around 2011. A long time, since college, for sure. I still think that this is really cute. I would still wear this, except it has elastic in it, and the elastic it's lost its elasticity. and it's gotten loose. So when I put this on, it's not actually fitting at the waist, it's just kind of hanging and loose, which really doesn't make it look good. And it's got a few stains, some discoloration, some that I haven't been able to get out in the past. What I do think I'm gonna do with this one, because of the elastic, because of the stains, I don't think it's really salvageable as a dress, but I'm interested in saving some of this fabric. So I do sew, and I'm hopeful to get more into quilting at some point. I've learned a little bit of quilting. I'd like to do it more, but I'm waiting till a season of life when I don't have toddlers to get into pins and scissors and all the dangerous stuff. So maybe I will keep this for like sewing a bag, putting it into quilting projects, because sometimes it's just nice to have some small pieces of cute fabric, and there's definitely some fabric I can salvage from the skirt. Next up is this, which is not actually a dress, it is a skirt. Little lacy skirt here, below knee length, kind of a midi length skirt. And this was also passed to me from my sister, hand-me-down from my sister, and this is again another thing that I feel like it looks pretty. Like when I look at it, it looks pretty. I don't feel like it looks pretty on me. It just feels kind of frumpy on me, the way it sits or the way it lays. Maybe the waist kind of sits too low, like it sits, I don't know. It doesn't look good on me. Sometimes we need to be honest with that there can be a piece of clothing that looks good, but if you don't feel good wearing it, then maybe it's time to let it go. Then there's this dress here, which has a milkshake print all over it. Nice dark blue dress with milkshakes. This one was also from one of my sisters. This is how we are all getting our wardrobe. It's just passing dresses between one another. So this was from one of my sisters. I think this one has a few strikes against it for me. One, I don't really have any kind of emotional connection with milkshakes. I am much more likely to wear, like I'm not against novelty prints. I totally will wear a novelty print, but it more has to be something that I feel some kind of connection with. Like I love popcorn. I probably would wear something with like little boxes of popcorn all over it, and I'd feel pretty happy about that. You know, something that I actually feel more connection to. I don't have any special connection with milkshakes. Also, it's not cotton. It's a pretty thick, plasticky material, which means this is actually a really hot dress to wear in my tropical climate. Like, I will sweat if I wear this, so I never want to wear it. And it's also a little bit big on me. Like, it fits, but it's kind of baggy. So this one had several strikes. It was just too much. We say goodbye to the milkshake dress. Let me know in the comments, what are your 3 strikes against clothing? What are the things that make you say, nope, this has to be a no. I have to declutter it. Gotta be honest with myself. What are some of your deal breakers when it comes to clothes? Then there's this. And this is actually one of the newer dresses that I'm showing you. Because I got this right after my oldest was born to wear as an Easter dress. It is a wrap dress and with a cross top. So it is accessible for breastfeeding. I was a brand new mom when I got it, thought it was so cute and floral and nice for Easter. I've got cute pictures in it. However, what I have learned as a mom of more than just a newborn is that I don't like wrap dresses. Because now I've been a mom of toddlers, preschoolers, and another toddler now, and I don't like wrap dresses. This one in particular, it's got a curved hem, and so it kind of like comes up, almost creates a little bit of a slit. And when you are chasing after mobile babies, that is super not fun to wear. I never feel super comfortable in wrap dresses, like everything's gonna stay attached and stay together, stay in the right place. So I just have to be realistic. This has not suited me for most of the recent years of my life, and I just don't think I like it enough to wait for it to suit me again. So we'll say goodbye to the floral dress. All right, next up, I love this. I think this is so cute and pretty. Like even as I'm holding it up, I feel like I'm having second thoughts. Houndstooth, black and white. This is so 60s classic. My style, I would say, definitely like ideally is inspired by, 50s or 60s, classic, classy. I like sleeves. I like fit and flare type dresses. I love the big oversized buttons here. This is a cute dress. And I've had this since 2011, 2012, so quite a while. And I need to be honest that my rib cage is like wider than it used to be. And this dress is surprisingly small, specifically in the rib cage area. And it fits, it doesn't fit comfortably though. And maybe comfort is just more important to me also now in my 30s. I'm just not wearing it. I feel like it could get better use and better love on someone in a different stage of life. So I'm also gonna try to pass this one to my sister if she likes it or wants to wear it, because it's so cute. It's so cute. But like I said, I'm tired of going to my closet and paging through cute dresses that I'm like, nope, can't wear that. All the emotions tied to wardrobe building and balancing what we want versus what is. Also, yeah, this is hot. It's cotton, but it is like a stretchy cotton. It's pretty thick and it is hot to wear. And I just don't go enough places where I can wear hot and uncomfortable dresses and feel great about it these days. Next is this and this. So these are almost identical. I feel like for me, I like the color scheme of this one better. This color scheme is a little bit more me. But these are the same model of dress, just with a slightly different color. These came from Uniqlo. At Uniqlo, you can often find, well, I don't know if you can find them anymore, but both of these dresses came from Uniqlo, and both of them are relics of my pre-child era. And I found Uniqlo to be quite a reliable source of pretty good quality basic clothes that are comfortable, wearable, and they don't tend to be the most exciting clothes, but comfortable, useful. And I wore these a lot. These I felt made very good just around the house type of dresses, comfortable, cool, but can't wear them while breastfeeding. They're just not too accessible. Can't wear them while pregnant. And I feel like they just don't really fit my style these days with the kids, with getting up and down. They're pretty short. They do hit right at the knee or just above the knee for me. And I just don't think I feel as comfortable in them as I used to. And so I'm probably not gonna continue to get use out of them. I think I will also pass these to my younger sister to see if she wants. So apparently my hack here is to have a lot of sisters that you can pass your clothes to see if they want free clothes. Then there's this, which isn't quite a dress, but it was hanging up in my dress closet. It's a very long shirt, like a tunic shirt. And this is really cute. This is actually pretty much just my style. You can wear a cami with it. However, the elastic, this is the problem on several of these. The elastic has gone loose. And I really hate loose elastic. Like when it's there, but it's not doing what elastic is supposed to do, I'm like, I hate that. Does that happen to your clothes too? I blame it on the climate. I blame it on the heat. That elastic just kind of disintegrates over time. I mean, I've probably had this shirt for about 8 years or so, but the elastic is not elasticking and it's gotta go. I gotta be honest. It is not the shirt that it used to be. It no longer has elastic. If it didn't have elastic, that would probably be fine, except like there's no real way to unattach it. I looked at it. I looked to see, could I just take the elastic out? It's not attached in a way that you can easily take the elastic out. Then there's this dress. I think this was a dress I got one time. Very, very cheap. And sometimes, guys, we gotta be careful with buying things that are very cheap. Sometimes when we buy things that are very cheap, we buy things that we don't actually like all that much. And I just gotta be honest, I just don't like it. It's very plain. It's like, it's cute enough. Like, it's not bad, but it's plain. I don't know if my sister's gonna be interested in this. I can pass it to her, or like there's nothing wrong with the dress. There's no stains, it's not worn out because it's hardly been worn. Maybe, yeah, I don't know, donate it somewhere, like, cause it is in good condition, but I just don't like the dress. Next one, different story. This dress I think is so cute. This is so 60s, right? Little mini dress, short like that. Cute color. This one is also hot. It is also not cotton. It's pretty thick. And it's hot. It's short, so you have to, like, I feel like I have to wear leggings or even jeans with it, and I don't feel like I really like the dress with leggings or dress with jeans style. Like, didn't we do that like all the millennials, you know, back in college days? We did that all the time. It doesn't feel right anymore. But this is cute. My sister's shorter. I'm gonna see if she wants to try this or maybe donate it, because even though this is old, this is still like, it's in good condition, probably because it is plastic and it's a fabric that'll last forever. But we'll see if anyone can get any use out of it, but it's gonna be gone from my closet. Next up is this. This one is definitely emotional, has a lot of memories for me. This is a long lace sheath dress right here that I bought for my college graduation. I wanted a nice fancy dress to wear for my first ever graduation because, you know, I graduated from homeschool high school, so there was no ceremony, no walking, no diploma, no nothing. This was my first time walking in a graduation ceremony. Pretty exciting, getting my bachelor's degree. Bought this, wore it, felt pretty cute. But it's lace. It's actually like almost skin color for me. I don't know if you've noticed by the rest of my clothes, I don't tend to be that much of a neutrals kind of girl. I like the more bright or bold colors more naturally. Like, I think I wanted a really classy, almost like not quite professional, but very classy, demure kind of look for my graduation. And I'm just not gonna wear this realistically. Honestly, being deeply honest with myself, yes, I have kept this for, 12 years now, and I think I've worn it only a handful of times since graduation. It doesn't really scream Rachel. Yeah, again, I'll pass this on. I'll see if my sister wants it or else. Now, the next two dresses I'm gonna show you are a little bit out there, so prepare yourself. There's this one, which is like a strawberry shortcake dress. And I have found some occasions to wear this. Got the laces in the back, and there's these big old ties. Deep, deep down, it tends to be hidden these days in my more practical era of life, but deep, deep down, I love quirky fashion. And can anyone guess where this came from? Let me know if you could guess where this was purchased before I tell you on this video. Here's the other one. This was purchased at the same time, same place. This one I feel is a little more wearable. This one isn't totally so over the top, but this one has a cute petticoat. Pretty wild though. These both were purchased on Harajuku Street in Tokyo when we went for my 25th birthday, and my husband bought these for me. And I was so happy. I was so happy to have my own little piece of Harajuku fashion. I love the quirkiness. I love the over-the-topness. You know, these are not super normal at all, and yet I feel like they're almost a piece of fashion history to some extent. Like, they have to be kept somehow. I do think I'll pass these to my sister because she's about to head to college, and I'm thinking, you know, if she goes to swing dancing, which our family really enjoys swing dancing, community swing dancing events, or they have dress-up parties, you know, sometimes with friends in college. I think in her stage of life, these will be a more appropriate, and probably like she'll have more events where you could conceivably wear a Harajuku dress too. In my stage of life, I don't have any such events, and I'm also, you know, I'm 33 years old now, so, you know, maybe this is a little bit too youthful, too teenager, early 20s-ish. I mean, this is pretty crazy, pretty wild at this point. I'm very happy. I love that my husband loved me enough to buy them for me. They've very happy memories associated with that trip and that time, which came in the middle of a pretty tough season of life. So yeah, we always get emotional about dresses, but balancing the emotion, balancing the memories, and balancing what we will wear. I'm not saying you need to get rid of every piece of clothing like that you're not gonna wear. Like, I think there's definitely room for keeping some clothes just for the memories, and we can also think of keeping clothes for the next generation of our family even sometimes. You know, I've still got my wedding dress hanging in my closet. I still wear it every year. We take anniversary photos in our wedding clothes every year, and hopefully I'll have it for even more decades to come. But I think for me, I was definitely coming to a season of being like, I need to figure out clothes that I can actually wear, that I can feel good in, that I'm not gonna be sweating to death, that I can chase a toddler in, that I can homeschool in, but still feel cute, still feel like Rachel, my colorful self. And I'm still figuring out what that looks like. But step one was definitely getting rid of a lot, a lot of what was just taking up space at this point instead of being actually useful to me. I think that can be a useful idea for our closets as well as for the rest of our homes and even our homeschool shelves. Are we allowing things to take up space just because they were really good at one point, or we really loved them at one point, but they're no longer serving us? That is something that we need to think about. And we can also think, well, maybe in a different season of life, this will continue to serve us. But in reality, I have to be honest with what serves me right now. And I'll give you a little bit of example of a dress that I considered decluttering, but in the end, I'm keeping for now, which is this dress, which is just like a shirt dress, big baggy shirt dress. I would say I don't actually like this dress. Every time I look at it, I feel like I don't like it. However, I like bright colors. I like comfortable clothes, which this is very comfortable. It's just woven cotton, comfortable, easy to wear, easy to wash. It's got buttons, so it's accessible, so it suits, and it's huge, so it actually fit me the whole time I was pregnant too. So it's very practical, and every time I wear it, I actually get compliments in it, which I don't know if that's just because the blue is so bright that people feel like they need to say something. That could be part of it. But every time I wear it, people are like, oh, you look so great. So I don't know how much to believe them, but it does get complimented. It is really practical. It's comfortable. Wash is easy. So in the end, this was one where even though I don't love it and I look at it and I feel like I don't feel like I like this, in the end, this is one that's staying. So there can also be times when you're like, I don't love it, but you serve me well, so I'm gonna keep you. All right, let me know, have you been tackling your wardrobe anytime lately? And what are some of the emotions that come up for you? And what are some of the strategies that come up for you when you tackle the task of getting dressed? All right, I'll be seeing you later. Bye.